Ryan Steinekert with senior Porter Weston at Rich High School. Porter, I know you got a big role in the musical this week. Tell me what it is.
This year we're doing Beauty and the Beast, and I'm playing Gaston all 4 nights, so I'm looking forward to it.
Did you bribe Mr. Woods to get all 4 nights? How did that work out?
No, I didn't bribe him. I actually tried out for Cogsworth. I wanted to be the clock, but Mr. Woods knows his stuff, and he thought that I'd make a good Gaston, and he ended up just giving me all 4 nights.
Is that something that you're excited for?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The other years we've had a double cast, so it was a little easier having someone that played the same part as you to help you with your lines and to help you with the songs. So being the only Gaston has been a little challenging, but it's fun, and I'm looking forward to being able to perform all 4 nights.
Do you feel like your last 3 years being in High School Musical and Grease and the other show, what was that first show you did?
The first show was Wizard of Oz.
You were the lion, right?
Yeah, I played the lion.
So those doing those roles, has that led you to where you are now, being Gaston and all 4 nights?
Yeah, I think it was a lot of practice and just being comfortable on the stage, and I've had a pretty big part all 3 years. So this 4th year, I think I'm kind of prepared to do it all 4 nights, and I'm looking forward to it.
You're involved with a lot of things at Rich High School: football, basketball, the throwing shot put and stuff in track and field, plus the musical. Is there one of those that gets you more nervous, like opening night of the show, maybe a semifinal playoff game for basketball, or a quarterfinal for football? What is it? What gets your butterflies going the most?
I think the musical gets the butterflies going pretty good, but probably the most nervous I was is for basketball. For that first game, I thought we could win it, but we ended up losing it, and I was pretty nervous for that.
Speaking of that, how tough was it to come back the next day and play and beat Wayne the way you did?
That was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I just kind of wanted to go home after we lost. It was a big disappointment. And then when we found out Manila beat him by 30, that was kind of a bigger disappointment that we lost to him. So it was pretty tough to come back, but we got the job done, and we won the next 3 games. So it was a fun year.
Porter, getting back to the musical, what have you done to prepare and obviously learning lines and songs and stuff like that, but what other external type stuff have you done to prepare for the role of Gaston?
Being Gaston, he's very self-absorbed, and just being in the class, going over his part every day, you kind of have to take on another personality, and I've just been working on trying to create myself into a different person and to be Gaston. Mr. Woods does a good job with giving us some tips and how to say certain lines, and I think it should be a pretty good show.
Have you seen the movies, like the cartoon and then the more recent live-action version?
Yeah, I've watched both movies and also some other productions that people have put on, watched the actors and what they do, and took some tips from them. But
I imagine you're going to put a little bit of your own self, your own personality into it as well.
Yeah, I added some extra lines and some of my own personal adjustments to the script that I think that the audience will like.
You said you've kind of taken in some of his personality traits. Has that caused some issues at home, like, no, Mom, you do my dishes, or anything like that?
Not too bad. I kind of try to shut the switch off after a musical and just try to be Gaston when I'm on the stage. So,
what are you looking forward to most in the show and your role?
I'm looking forward to that closing night when everything's coming together and everyone has their lines down and the stage crew has the scene transitions down. When it's over and it all comes together and you put on a great show, it's very fulfilling, that closing night when it's all over and you know that you did a good job.
Porter Weston, Gaston in Beauty and the Beast this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night at Rich High School. Thanks for your time. Break a leg in the show, man.
Thank you. Thanks for interviewing me.